What is good, YouTube, and welcome back to a brand new video. Today we are back here on NBA 2K23 MyEras, and today we're going to be talking about one of the biggest what ifs in NBA history. As we know, Derrick Rose and the Bulls. We all know how that ended up going down. He won MVP, got hurt, and the rest is just literally history. Never really returned to the same Derrick Rose. He's still a great player, don't get me wrong, but what if Derrick Rose stayed healthy? That's what we're doing today. Today we're going to be doing a Derrick Rose Chicago Bulls rebuild. Before we get into today's video, make sure you guys drop a like on this one. Subscribe if you're new to the channel. As always, greatly appreciate it. So I do have to explain something really quickly about the way we're going to be doing these historic rebuilds. So you're not able to start at a certain year you want to start at. Unfortunately, that's just not possible. You can only start in the 4 eras, which is still cool, but it definitely sucks. I can't just pick, hey, let me start in 2008 or let me start in 2010, 2011 or whatever it is. So unfortunately, we cannot do that. What we can do is simulate, though, tell when Derrick Rose gets drafted. So Derrick Rose drafted in 2008. So right now we're at the season before Derrick Rose is drafted. I have simulated from the Kobe era to this point right now. So right now it's pretty much been 6 years and I haven't touched anything. So everything's going to look completely different as far as roster is concerned. 2K's still been making the updates where the logos change and the, expansions and stuff like that. So I have no idea what this Bulls team looks like. I have no idea if we're even good enough to tank to get Derrick Rose. But regardless, we're going to get Derrick Rose. So unfortunately, this isn't really a 2010, 2011 Bulls rebuild or anything like that. This is just kind of a new what if thing. So I guess is the way we're going to have to do these historic rebuilds. Hopefully you guys don't mind that too much. But looking at the roster, this is what the Bulls look like apparently. So we have Chauncey Billups. We have Kevin Durant. Oh my goodness. So we can put Kevin Durant and Derrick Rose together. And then you got Zydrunas Ilgauskas. I don't think I'm saying his first name right. I apologize. Ilgauskas. And you got Chauncey Billups, Paul Millsap at a 22-year-old. Bro, are we going to even have the ability to move up in the draft to get Derrick Rose? Regardless of what happens, we are going to move up to get Derrick Rose. I do want to take a look around the league a little bit. So the Cavs have Rajon Rondo. Like I said, I've been simulating and everything's just been kind of doing itself. I haven't touched anything. So this is going to look totally different. But I think that makes it cool and kind of makes it random for these historic rebuilds if we do it this way. Let me know if you guys don't mind this too much. But, man, I'm excited. So we're going to simulate this season, of course. Like I said, we're going to... And then Chris Paul is on the Knicks. That's crazy. So Chris Paul and Chris Bosh in New York. Like I said, you're going to get random stuff like this. McGrady still on the Magic. But it's cool. I think it brings a whole new element to these era rebuilds if we go back in time. So I still like it. It does suck. You can't pick a certain year and all the rosters are absolutely 100% correct. But maybe this is better. So let's simulate season number 1. I don't even know if we'll be able to tank for Derrick Rose, but regardless, we're going to move up in the draft to draft him because we still want Derrick Rose in his hometown in Chicago. So we could potentially have Kevin Durant and Derrick Rose together. That's kind of cool, not going to lie. Today's video is brought to you by Prize Picks. Prize Picks is the best way to get more out of the game you're watching. It's all about picking overs or unders on players. Let's go ahead and show you how it works. So us NBA fans, of course, are still waiting for the regular season, but preseason's right around the corner. The regular season will be starting up soon as well. But if you do have some interest in football, as we know, football started last night, Prize Picks is available on desktop or mobile. Basically, all you're doing is you can choose up to 2 to 5 players, and you win some cash based off if you get it right. So if you only do 2, which is what I tend to do, go more on Tom Brady, which is a free square. Like I said, Prize Picks is doing stuff like this all the time. And then Jameis Winston, if I want to go Winston more, and basically all I got to do is just put a certain amount of money in. If I get it correct, I get some cash in return. It's a lot of fun. As long as you don't go too crazy with it, it could be a ton of fun. So right now, Prize Picks is matching up to 100% deposit match up to $100 using my code in the description below using code Crushables. Click the link. Go sign up for Prize Picks. Thank you, Prize Picks, for sponsoring today's video. So Tracy McGrady wins MVP, averaging 30 for the Magic. Kevin Durant's your Rookie of the Year here in Chicago. So Chicago drafts Kevin Durant. It looks like we won the lottery a little too early, I would say. Jalen Rose, 6th man of the year for the Lakers. LeBron James is in Memphis. Interesting. Kyle Lowry, most improved on the Philadelphia 76ers. Doc Rivers, Coach of the Year. Executive, JP Fisher. Honestly, though, I kind of like this, man. It's going to be all random. It's going to be weird, and I kind of like it. Obviously, like I said, man, I do understand that it would be better if you could just pick the rosters right away. We are the 8th seed, so we are going to miss the lottery. So, unfortunately, instead of drafting Derrick Rose, we're going to have to trade for him. So, that's going to suck. But we're going to make it happen. So, Kevin Durant averaged 25.5. Whether it's trading Paul Millsap or Ilgauskas to move up in the draft, I'm going to do it so I can draft my man Derrick Rose to the Chicago Bulls. We are going to get eliminated by Tracy McGrady and the Magic. So, if we take a real quick look at the draft class, just curious where they have... Seattle also made the finals, which is cool. Let's see the Seattle Supersonics real quick. What do they have on their roster? They have Dwayne Wade. Okay, that's why. Dwayne Wade and Dwight Howard, man. Look at the duos we have. The most random duos of all time. So cool. Carmelo's a Blazer. So fun, man. All right, regardless, I want to look at prospect scouting, and I want to look. So Derrick Rose, of course, is the guy we're trying to get in this draft if possible. So what we're going to do is going to have to move up. But I am curious to see what the draft lottery is going to look like. And so guys retiring at Wesley, Sean Bradley, Nick Van Exel, Glenn Robinson, Juwan Howard, Grant Hill. So got a lot of retirements there. Heading straight to league. Oh, I meant to look at this. So team branding changes the uniforms of the New Orleans Hornets. Change the uniform of the Kings. Change the logo and uniform of the Nuggets. And then relocate. Completely rebrand to the Oklahoma City Thunder. So the Thunder have rebranded, and I don't think we've done anything. Okay. Straight to league meetings. So nothing I want to change there. Let's go to draft lottery. So for the draft lottery, we do not have a pick, like I said. So I have not done anything. And the Celtics get the #1 overall pick. We have the 15th overall pick. Like I said, though, I'm doing everything in my power to bring Derrick Rose home to Chicago. So if I have to trade Paul Millsap to do it, I will. Let's go trade for that #1 overall pick. So, of course, I'm going to trade my 15th overall pick. That's not going to get it done. I honestly am willing to offer Chauncey Billups and Ilgauskas if I have to, just because I want to draft Derrick Rose and pair him with Kevin Durant and Paul Millsap. That just sounds so awesome. So, also have Monte Ellis on this roster. You got Rich Nixon. I don't know if he has any trade value. Probably not. So, I think I'm going to have to throw in Gauskas in this trade. They don't agree to that. Do I throw Billups? Yeah, I guess if I'm going to get Derrick Rose, I can throw Chauncey Billups in this trade pretty comfortably. So, the Boston Celtics get Chauncey Billups, which didn't Chauncey play for the Celtics once, or am I bugging? I might be bugging. I don't remember. Regardless, so we're going to go straight into the draft now and draft Derrick Rose. So we got Byron Scott, our head coach. We're going to fill this out. Going to go draft Derrick Rose and have Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant paired together. That should be a ton of fun, honestly. So here we go on draft night with the #1 overall pick. You guys already know who we're taking. It's Derrick Rose. He has officially joined the Chicago Bulls. I'm curious to see what overall they give him right away, and I guess we had a second-round pick as well. You know what? Give me Eric Gordon. I don't know how good he'll be right away, but I'm happy with that selection as well. So if we look at our draft, Derrick Rose was an 80 overall coming out, and you got Russell Westbrook being drafted to Cleveland. So Russell Westbrook in Cleveland, Gallinari goes to the Wizards, Kevin Love goes to the Suns, Hawks get George Hill, Serge Ibaka goes to the Nuggets. Very, very interesting. So Eric Gordon, 72 overall. We're going to sign him. But Derrick Rose, the hometown kid, is still coming back to Chicago. Monte Ellis and Paul Millsap, I'll accept, of course. And then qualifying offers, Gregory Macy, Royal Ivy, and Joe Ingles are all free agents. Is that a very young Joe Ingles? That's kind of crazy to look at. But free agency time. So Kobe is a free agent, which is interesting. And we do have money. Okay. So we could honestly put together a crazy team right now if we really, really wanted to. But if I look at the roster I have as constructed, Derrick Rose, I want to give him the keys to the starting point guard spot 100%. So I don't want to change that. Chris Giles, the third, is our backup point guard right now. You got Monte Ellis as the 2, which I don't mind that. He's also 22 years old, which is really cool. So we have a very young roster of just absolute studs. Kevin Durant, of course, is young. Got Paul Millsap, which I love, and then Rich Nixon backing him up. And then no center. So I guess we should be kind of focused on maybe getting a center, because right now I love this team as constructed. Like, there's not much I got to do. But we have money, and we should be able to sign a center. So I see Pau Gasol. Pau Gasol did play for the Bulls. And I also see a 25-year-old Tyson Chandler sitting here. So I kind of like that. So let's see what else we got. Kevin Garnett. 32-year-old Kevin Garnett would be cool. But I kind of want to have Dwight Howard. Imagine I had Dwight Howard with the Derrick. Bro, I mean, Dwight Howard or Tyson Chandler. Which one do we want? He's restricted. So I don't know if I'll get Dwight Howard. That's an interesting 2K jersey, by the way. But I'm going to offer Dwight Howard a contract. I'm also going to offer Tyson Chandler on offer as well. So the max, I guess I could offer them is $17 million a year. We are #1 on Tyson Chandler. He's unrestricted. And then Dwight Howard, of course, is restricted. So I don't know if I'll get him, but we'll see. So let's see if we get matched. The Thunder have matched Dwight Howard. Fair. I totally understand that. But we get to bring in Tyson Chandler to be the brand new center for the Chicago Bulls, which is so cool. And it looks like we still have money left over. So Derrick Rose. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So still need like a backup center and maybe a backup wing. So let's go find that. So as far as wing players, we got Tony Allen we could bring off the bench. There's just so many options here. I feel like I could put together a squad like that's so good right away. Trevor Ariza. When then we have a little bit of money left over after that. We're putting together a squad, boys. Sam Bradley. Let's go ahead and sign Sam Bradley. And no, you cannot sign him. Never mind. So, and then what else do we got? We got Kendrick Perkins. Do I sign unrestricted Kendrick Perkins to be my brand new backup center, and we get Trevor Ariza, and no, the Pistons have matched. So we get Kendrick Perkins, which is cool, but we still have the ability to sign someone else. We got Jay Williams, Tony Allen. I wonder if I bring in Deshaun Stevenson. Let me get Deshaun Stevenson. I love that addition. Deshaun Stevenson as our backup shooting guard. So just like that, or even our starter at this point. But that is your full rotation now with Derrick Rose joining Kevin Durant and Paul Millsap and Tyson Chandler. So we've pretty much rewrote history 100% here. This is a crazy team that Derrick Rose is coming into. We have decided to trade up for him. Kevin Durant's up to an 89. Paul Millsap up to an 85. I still want to see Derrick Rose be really, really good. So hopefully he ends up being a really good rookie. So Kevin Durant, Derrick Rose, and Paul Millsap is our big three, along with Tyson Chandler, not to leave him out as well. So super excited about how this team looks. Did not expect this good of a team right away, but that's just kind of the luck I got with simulating to this point. So as far as the rotation is concerned, 9-man rotation under Byron Scott. You got Derrick Rose, Deshaun Stevenson, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, Tyson Chandler, Monte Ellis, Chris Giles III, Rich Nixon, and Kendrick Perkins. So I'm super excited. Proficiency-wise, we are 3.5 perimeter centric, and we could be, we'll leave it at perimeter centric. And I do want to look at the shot tendencies. What is Derrick Rose shot tendency coming out of the draft? It is a 97. Okay, I'll leave it then. 2K, thank you for that. That way he could become an absolute stud. Kevin Durant, Derrick Rose, what would these two have done together in the league? Well, I guess we get to find out here in 2K in this season. Let's see what happens. So at the end of the season, Tim Duncan is your MVP on the Dallas Mavericks. Does that mean Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki are teammates right now? Because that would be wild if they are. Derrick Rose wins Rookie of the Year, 21, 6, 49, 82, and 28%. Manu Ginobili on the Nuggets wins 6 Man of the Year. LeBron James, Defensive Player in Memphis. Still, you got Most Improved going to Derek Fox. Everett Barnett is your Coach of the Year, or Bennett, I should say. And then Hunter Thomas, that is the Clippers, goes 66 and 16. And then who is this? The Mavericks. They must have Tim Duncan and Dirk Nowitzki together. That is absolutely insane. I have to see if that is the case. So Tim Duncan, of course, makes it on All-NBA first team. Dwayne Wade is in Oklahoma City. Now, obviously, they rebranded. Where's Dirk? Because I have to see if Dirk is with, I have to find that out. And no Dirk Nowitzki on All-NBA team, but I have to find out if that is the case. So, as far as all-rookie team, of course, you have Derrick Rose, and I'm going to assume Eric Gordon didn't play much. But the Mavericks, do they have Dirk and Tim Duncan? I have to see this. They do not. Oh, man. Okay, I thought they would have, I guess, got Michael Redd, Mike Conley. Still a solid squad. I guess they replaced Dirk Nowitzki with Tim Duncan. Imagine they had those two together, though. That would be wild. So it sounds like Tim Duncan is the guy you want to go for. Well, I know that, obviously. He's an absolute stud, but it looks like he's a really good player in the simulation as well. But we got the 4 seed in the East. We went 51 and 31, so really good record. 51 and 31. Had to make sure that was the case. And then we look at the player stats for this season. It's so weird how they have it like this to start off, and I always have to click Y. But Kevin Durant averages 28. Very nice. Obviously, in his sophomore season, he got 21 from Derrick Rose, 15 from Paul Millsap, which is nice, 13 from Tyson Chandler, 11 rebounds and 2 blocks, 10.5 for Deshaun Stevenson, 13 from Monte Ellis off the bench, and you had 4 from Chris Giles. You had 3 from Rich Nixon, and then 4.5 from Kendrick Perkins. These two right here, low-key, might be auto-generated. I could be wrong, but I'm feeling like they are. So I do apologize. That could probably ruin the experience a little bit, but there's really not much I can do as long as I'm using the 2K draft classes. So here we go. Can we beat the Detroit Pistons in round 1? I mean, who do they even have? I guess we should look at that first. We got Bino Udre, Jason Richardson, Trevor Ariza, who we tried to steal for them, and then got Ben Wallace. Honestly, not too scared of this Pistons roster. I feel like we should be able to take care of them still in the current round. We are a young roster, though, and I maybe spoke too soon as we do get eliminated in round 1. But I think with a little bit of player progression, we're going to eventually win a title. There's no way with the roster that we have, we can't. So the Mavericks go on to win the championship with Tim Duncan. We could probably just go straight to historic changes, start to see, and I guess we should look at who retired. Shaq retired, which is very interesting. He retired a Laker this time. Theo retired, and you got Michael Finley, Derek Fisher retiring, so a lot of interesting retirements. Historic changes here, so we got Philadelphia changing, got Miami changing, Dallas is changing, and then we changed the floor of the Bulls, so I guess our floor changed, which is cool. Let's go straight to league meetings. I don't got anything to do there. Straight to the draft lottery we go. I don't think we have a lottery pick. We traded our pick last year. We might have a pick in this draft, though. So you have the 24th overall pick. Not really sure if I want to try to make a crazy trade to improve the team. I honestly am in love with what we have, but maybe I should just to put myself in a better position. So let's just go straight to draft night. And we still could just draft somebody here, and maybe we get an absolute stud at 24. Maybe somebody just falls to us, and, you know, that's all we need. So far as players we need to trade, Tyson Chandler got a bag from us, of course. Derrick Rose, I'm not trading. Kendrick Perkins, I like him. So there's really nothing you can do here unless if I trade Tyson Chandler, which I don't want to do, and I'm not going to trade Derrick Rose either. So I guess just jump into the draft and see what we can get at number 24 if there's anything good for us. Yeah, James Johnson, Patrick Mills, Darren Collison. I think we do need a backup point guard replacement, so I definitely would not mind Patty Mills here. So I am going to take Patty Mills with this draft pick and be very happy with that one. And then in the second round, we got Sean Gatling, Shannon Harris, and then Tyler Hansborough. I feel like I recognize that name. I guess I'll go Sam Gatling here to end it off. So that is going to be our draft. That's cool. I'll take that. Rookie signing, we got Patty Mills, who definitely could probably play right away for us. Player options, got Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, Eric Gordon, which we'll accept all. And qualifying offers, Monte Ellis is a free agent. I think I definitely want him back. And then him and Deshaun Stevenson can fight over that starting shooting guard role. Do I have money to sign like a Chris Paul? I didn't think so. Honestly, though, I might be able to sign like a Charlie Villanueva. I'm pretty close, but I don't know if I really want to do that. So Derrick Rose should progress like crazy. Patty Mills should be a fine backup point guard. We're going to get Monte Ellis back, and then him and Deshaun Stevenson will have that. And then small forward, I guess we should maybe be looking for a small forward or a power forward. So that's something we should be looking for. So let's do that. Let's do that in free agency. So forwards that we can sign. You got James Posey. You got Danny Granger down here. Honestly, sign me up for some Danny Granger to be my small forward off the bench. Do I have to renounce Monte Ellis? I do. If I have to do that, then maybe I don't do this. Wait, so I would have to renounce Monte Ellis, which I don't want to do. So I'm actually not going to do that. Never mind. So Nixon, I don't really care about bringing back. I guess I should just take care of Monte Ellis real quick. That way that's out of the way. So just making sure we're not renouncing Monte Ellis. Okay, good. And then we should be able to sign him back to be, a shooting guard for us. And I don't know how much we'll be able to sign after that. So small forwards we can sign after that. Still got a decent selection. You got Joe Smith. We got some G League players that I don't want to sign. You got Jacobson, Dante Jones, who would be solid. So these are some minimum offers. You got Quintel Woods. Knicks we could bring back. Antoine Walker. Stanley Hughes. So not a ton of selection here. But I guess I can just go ahead and probably sign like Antoine Walker to do that for us. Sign Antoine Walker to maybe be our backup power forward this year. And I think that's going to be it. So unless if I decide to make a trade, let's see what player progression looks like though first before I make a decision. So Derrick Rose up to an 84. Paul Millsap up to an 88. So yeah, the team is already starting to be really good. I guess the only thing I would potentially look at is maybe looking at the potential of trading Monte Ellis after signing him back and maybe getting a better shooting guard. I don't know what that would look like, but let's say we offered Porter and Monte Ellis out there, and if like a really good shooting guard pops up, maybe we do it. If not, we keep it the same. So Kevin Martin, we can get Kevin Martin over Monte Ellis. Not really sure how much of a upgrade that is. You got Jake Gibson, no thank you. Bonzi Wells and Jermaine Jones. Jason Collins. So far, not liking any of these offers. We can get Jamal Crawford. I got him in the last video, though, so I'm going to stay away from that. Kirk Heinrich, Joe Smith. I do like the Jamal Crawford trade, but again, since I did get him in the last video, I'm going to stay away. Brian Webb, David West. Ooh, I like David West. 28 oh, he's 28 at this point. Royal Ivy, and he got Evan Glover, I should say, and then center, and then Edgar Oakley and Trevor Blount. So I guess we're going to leave it the same. I'm not going to make any trades as of right now, unless maybe look at the idea of trading Eric Gordon with Deshaun Stevenson to maybe find a better backup shooting guard. We could try to see if this makes sense, see if there's anything else. So already love this first trade that I'm looking at. So maybe we do make a trade here. Let's see. Jamal Crawford again would like it, but just going to try to stay away from it. We do get Cam Knight offered to us, but that looks like an auto-generated player. Brian Webb. You got Randy Hansen, Royal Ivy, and then Mo Williams and Diop. Okay, I kind of like that trade right there. You got Edgar Oakley and Deion Glover. So it's between Jeb Little and I kind of like this trade, Jeb Little and Kevin Martin. So that gives us a point guard and a backup shooting guard right away. Let's do this trade. Let's make this trade with the 76ers, and let's head straight into next season. So that is going to be the trade we make, and that is an upgrade to our bench, which I do love a lot. So we're going to use the 2010 draft class, and we're going to look at our rotation because right now our rotation is already super damn good, and we just added even more to it. So if we look at the rotation as it sits right now, you got Derrick Rose, Monte Ellis as a starting shooting guard this year, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, Tyson Chandler, Jeb Little, Kevin Martin, Kendrick Perkins, and Antoine Walker. So I absolutely love it. Let's go ahead and summarize this season. Proficiency is a 3.5 still. Can we do 4-star anywhere? We cannot. So I guess I'll just leave it the way it is. Kevin Durant, Derrick Rose, year number 2. Let's see how this goes. So Chris Paul in a New York Knicks jersey wins MVP. Steph is your rookie of the year in the Wizards. Okay, Dale Grant, 6-man LeBron defensive player. Been literally winning defensive player every year. Coach of the year goes to Bennett again. So the Mavericks are still super good. Gerald Banks, executive of the year for the Mavericks. So that makes sense. Okay. All-NBA first team, Chris Paul. No Kevin Durant or anything like that. At least not yet. I don't see. Oh, no. Kevin Durant did make it. All-NBA second team. Averaged 26.7. All-NBA third team and all-defense first team. So I'm hoping to make a little bit of a stride this year where we actually potentially go to the second round. So we are the 3rd seed in the East. Take a look at the player stats for this year. We had 27 from Kevin Durant, only 18 from Derrick Rose. Kevin Durant's definitely stepping up. Derrick Rose didn't score as much as last year. Paul Millsap 14, 13. Jeb Little with 11.5, 11 from Monte Ellis, and then 10 from Kevin Martin. So hopefully we can, like I said, upset the Pacers. Well, I guess not an upset. We're the 3rd seed, I should say. We got Jason Terry, Derek Stockton, Mike Dunleavy, Thaddeus Young, Cam Knight, Jared Jeffries, and then Hito Turkoglu. So like I said, I think just looking at this, Cam Knight looks auto-generated to me, but maybe that's a real person. I don't think it is. And then Derek Stockton absolutely looks auto-generated to me as well, unless that's actually a person, which again I don't think it is, but he's an absolute stud. So that is one thing that absolutely ruins this experience here, is that these random generated players just absolute studs, and we're just going to lose them each and every time. That would definitely irritate me, but we're up 1-0, so maybe it's not that big of a problem. Maybe it is. We'll see. We are going to go to 5 with them at least, and we beat them in 6. Nope, going to a game 7 with these. So let's go straight to this game 7 in Chicago. So let's go ahead and see if we can beat the Pacers here and move on with D Rose and Kevin Durant in year number 2. This would be a huge boost to the playoff experience and just this team in general. It's looking good, but it's also a close game. Very close game, and of course they beat us at the very end. So we do lose to the auto-generated Derek Stockton. So very, very annoying, I would say. That's the one thing that's super annoying. So hopefully I can... Maybe I should start looking to see if there's already draft classes made, because that's just going to ruin it for me each and every time. I'm not going to lie to you. Like, I kind of figured that could be a problem in this game when they first released it. When they were first talking about it, when it was first, said they were going to do it. Historic changes, got changing logo. So a lot of logo changes. That's cool. And then nothing for us. So let's go straight to probably, honestly, the draft, because we don't have a lottery pick. And just going to hope for more player progression. And then, like I said, I need to start paying attention to see if there's already some created draft classes. Because once we have created draft classes, I think that'll help out a little bit more. So I think we have the 22nd overall pick in this draft. I'm seeing Lance Stevenson. I'll go ahead and take him here with that pick. I'm going to welcome him to the team. I saw Cousins go to the Warriors, maybe a little bit early this time. Player options, you got Gatling, which I'll accept. Kevin Durant and Derrick Rose, of course, we're accepting both of them. Paul Millsap has reached free agency, so we're going to have to re-sign him. Tyson Chandler might be a free agent this offseason. No, I gave him a bag, didn't I? He's not a free agent yet. So Dwayne Wade is here. But we are going to just focus on getting Paul Millsap back, like 100%. They want me to renounce Paul Millsap. I'm not going to do it. That doesn't make any sense for me to do. So let's not do that, please. So let's just give Paul Millsap his bag, bring him back to be part of the Bulls going forward. And we do get him back, W. And then as far as, do we have bird rights on? No, we do not have bird rights on Kevin Martin. Okay, so looking at the team now, you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we literally don't have a bench really, unless we unless of Patty Mills or Stevenson could be part of the bench this year, which maybe they can. So if we move Lance Stevenson to small forward, he goes up to a 75, and Patty Mills at shooting guard goes down. Jeb Little goes up at 81 to a shooting guard. So I guess we'll go ahead and confirm those. So those will be our changes there. So now we'll have Little be the backup shooting guard, and then Patty Mills will back up Derrick Rose this year, Lance Stevenson. So I guess we need a backup big man, and we should be golden. So we have Murray, we have Frankie Caffey, Oscar Allen. All these guys look absolutely auto-generated to me, but maybe I'm wrong. I'm going to just take Diop here and hope he's good. So we get Diop to be our backup center, and we're going to run it back. And I guess I can sign Kevin Martin back. So give me Kevin Martin as well. I like the idea of Kevin Martin coming back. All right, so let's go to player progression. Let's see what Derrick Rose and Kevin Durant look like this year. We have Kevin Durant up to a 94, Derrick Rose up to an 87, Paul Millsap up to an 89. Monte Ellis has not progressed too much, I will say. I wonder if I threw Monte Ellis in like a bunch of draft picks. Let's say we did this. All right, so draft picks, we only have 2011. Let's say we offered this up. What would this get me? We got Kirk Heinrich, Tony Allen, Juwan Eaton. Okay, you got Jay Williams and Phil Tatum, Brendan Haywood, Manu Ginobili, and Josh Smith. I'm really tempted to take that trade. Manu Ginobili and Josh Smith. I mean, I'm trying to win a championship this year at this point. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get Manu Ginobili from the Denver Nuggets and Josh Smith on top of that. We are trading a pick, but I love that addition of Manu and Josh Smith. So I'm more than comfortable with that. We're happy to have Manu. Okay, this is what I want to see. So if I wanted to get a 2011 draft class, has someone already made one? Let's see. Don't know if that'll be the case. So hopefully the community comes in clutch, because these auto-generated guys are just going to ruin everything. So let's go 2011, see if that's even a thing, and see if this would be worth it. So 2011, nothing yet. So fortunately for us, it looks like we're just going to have to use that 2011 draft class. But, man, it sucks. Those auto-generated players are just get so good, man. That's one thing I wish 2K could fix. But regardless, this is going to be probably the final season. So, what's going on? Oh, wait, what's going on? Are we in the modern era now? Wait, have we simulated all the way to the modern era at this point? All-star teams drafted in 2018. Nets rebranded, players added in 2020. Okay. Interesting. In the 2010s, the modern era, I guess. So Derrick Rose, Manu Ginobili, Kevin Durant, Paul Millsap, Tyson Chandler, Josh Smith, Diop, Kevin Martin, and Lance Stevenson. All right, man. This has got to be the year we get it done. Proficiency. We are 4-star perimeter centric. Let's go win a championship with Derrick Rose and the Bulls. I thought the modern era was, current day. Wait, can you pick a year in the modern era? I got to find out after this video. Hold on. But I'm going to simulate this last season, and hopefully we go on to win this championship, and everything is gravy. So LeBron wins MVP on the Grizzlies. Cousins Rookie of the Year on the Warriors. Love those Warriors jerseys, by the way. Six-man goes to DeMar DeRozan on the Nets. LeBron Defensive Player as well. He's won it every freaking year. James Harden Most Improved Player on the Rockets. So he still is a Houston Rocket. Interesting. Everett Bennett Coach of the Year. And then Gerald Bank Executive. So All-NBA First Team. Do we get Kevin Durant appearing on here? We do not. Or no, wait. He's right there. What am I talking about? All-NBA Third Team and All-Defense First Team. And all defensive second team. So we are the first in the East this time around. So we are playing an 8th seed, which you guys know is the scariest thing in the world for me. So Derrick Rose averaged 27 this year. You love to see that. 13.5 from Tyson Chandler, 17 from Paul Millsap, 11 from Kevin Martin. So this has got to be the year, man. We got to get it done, bro. We got to at least get out of the first round at the very, very least. So we are playing the Brooklyn Nets, or New Jersey Nets, I should say. They have Zach Randolph and DeMar DeRozan, which I kind of saw that earlier. And then Paul George, a young Paul George as well. Very interesting team in New Jersey. But I can't afford to lose to them just yet. So many current round. If we lose to an 8th seed, I'm out. Okay, we beat them in 6. Thank you. Philadelphia. We get to play Kyle Lowry, Deshaun Stevenson, James Posey, Dirk Nowitzki. So Dirk Nowitzki went to Philly when Dallas replaced him. And then that's pretty much it. So we're dealing with Dirk and Kyle Lowry. So I personally like my roster better. I'm just saying. Game 1, we're up 1-0. Okay, good start. 2-0. 3-0. Oh, man. Come on. 3-1. There we go. Beat them in 5. Let's go, baby. So we are in the Eastern Conference Finals. I made it to the Conference Finals last video. I could not win a championship. We are playing Stephen Curry and Chad Marks and Danilo Gallinari. And, oh, my. That Stockton guy is here again. He beat us on the... Bro, this is unfair. If they go up 3-0, I'm going to just be super annoyed because it's these auto-generated players that are just going to ruin everything. Game 1, we lose 1-0. We do even it up, though. Okay, we could be 2-1, 3-1, and it's going to be because of Derrick freaking Stockton that we lose this series, bro. That's so irritating, man. We got to find a way to get rid of these auto-generated guys. Unless if Derrick Stockton's a real person. I don't think it is. He looks auto-generated, and he's freaking averaging 32 and 27. This is the kind of players we get out of these auto-generated classes. Maybe I should do my research real quick. Is this a real guy that was drafted in Indiana? There's no way. I honestly probably shouldn't have had to look that up, but you know what? I did. So let's just see if we can come back from a 3-1 deficit on Stockton and Stephen Curry, probably the greatest backcourt of all time. So that's something we're going to have to kind of, be wary of going forward. I don't really know how we're going to fix that, but it's going to ruin the experience for me, for sure. And I think it would ruin the experience for you guys as well. So far right now, it looks like we are going to win this game. So that's good. 34 from Kevin Durant, 24 and 12. Let's go to a game 6 in Washington. So this is going to be another tough one. Maybe I go to an 8-man rotation here just to be on the safe side. I'm going to go 8-man rotation, play my 8 best players. That way we don't have Lance Stevenson playing, I guess, even though it's probably not his fault. So here we go, man. We gotta force a game 7, and then anything is possible. So if we force a game 7, here I am complaining, and potentially we could force this game 7. I was complaining about Derrick Stockton, but maybe instead of complaining, maybe we should just beat him. but they are coming back very slowly, so I don't like the sign of that. But we do beat them. So we forced a game 7, 35-13. This is our ticket to the finals. I refuse to lose to Stockton and Stephen Curry. Derrick Stockton, not John Stockton. Can we do it, please? Please, 2K. Please, man. I'm begging you. Let me in. Let me in. Let me get the lead. Let me take the lead. There we go. There we go. Okay. Hold on to it. Hold on to it. Hold on to the lead. Hold on to the lead. Oh my goodness. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I'm nervous. I gotta jump in. I gotta jump in. I can't lose these. I can't lose it. I can't lose it. Boys, this is actually my first time playing 2K23. I did not play it at all yesterday. I was only able to record my video and that was it. So, don't really know if anything's different, but I'm just gonna, assume there's not much to it. Okay. So we beat them, or why did I say we beat them? We scored on Stephen Curry, Josh Smith. Okay, I like that. Let's just keep this going. So we get some gameplay, and Stephen Curry's gonna try to go to the basket. We're there. We're there. You got Stockton in the corner. Absolute stud we've been dealing with. That's nice defense. We get the stop. What is that flash? Those flashes look crazy to me, but I had Ginobili in the corner. I maybe could have taken it, but let's get screen and roll again. I don't care if I spam screen and roll the whole time. I want this win, and we get stopped that time. That's unfortunate. Okay. No, nice defense for them. Let's just make sure they don't score a crazy basket. Okay, we're there. We're there. We're there. We're there. Nice block. Tyson Chandler. Get the rebound. There we go. We're off and running. Off and running. Josh Smith from transition 3. I have no idea how to shoot in this game, and that... Do I have to fill the bar again? How's that not out of bounds? Man, definitely just went out of bounds there. Oh, well. It's all good. Just lock it in. Just get the stop. They're going to pass it to Claxton, and that's a 3 from Gallinari, and he splashes that home. That is not good. Okay. I need a quick score from D-Rose. Why isn't Kevin Durant out here? We got Lance Stevenson. Give me and 1. Okay, I'll take the foul. I'll take the foul. Take that foul. All right. I'm honestly really nervous to shoot because I don't know how this works yet. I have to fill the bar, don't I? So I missed the first free throw. And I'm going to miss the second one. I suck, man. No way we're about to lose to this team. I honestly this is what I get for not playing this game yesterday. I mean, I really couldn't, and they're going to go with 5. And I don't even know how to shoot in this game yet. Stockton is going to beat me here. I am so disappointed in myself right now. Okay. Give me a screen, and again, I'm going to go to the basket. Give me... Wait. I was going to shoot it through with Tyson Chandler, bro. The absolute joke. Absolute freaking joke. I don't know what I'm doing anymore. Derrick Rose for 3. Give me it. And I miss it, of course. Okay. We're going to start fouling. And I think that might be... Is Kevin Durant healthy? Or no, he's fouled out, it looks like. Kevin Durant has fouled out in this game. I'm so upset, man. Honestly, man, the fact that I just don't know what I'm doing yet. I'm disappointed. But it is what it is. That's all you can really do. Derrick Rose, can I get to that? I mean, I can get to the basket. That's something I can do. But I don't know anything else other than that. Instead of you guys just watching that, I actually won the game, by the way. Summoning current round, and we won a championship. So, that's your end of the video. That's what we get. All right? That's what we get. I'm going to end it there. Derrick Stockton should not be a real person. That is the way we're ending the video, and I win a championship. My first championship, my poverty championship, whatever you want to call it, boys. I lose to the Wizards. Derrick Stockton, we got to find a way to fix that. But other than that, this is a really cool experience. We got to get rid of the auto-generated players, and we are golden, and I think this could be a lot of fun. So, hope you boys enjoyed this video. It definitely is a different way of doing these historic rebuilds, but I think it could be fun with all the randomness around the league. But for now, this is Crushables. I'm saying peace. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you click here to watch another video that I know you'll love.